Good morning, students. In the last chapter, we have studied about lines and angles, where we have seen different kinds of angles, like we have seen acute angle, then we have seen right angles, then we have seen obtuse angles, then we have seen reflex angles, and finally we have seen complete angles. After that, we studied the concept of two lines and their transversal, in which we studied about these 8 angles and their relations. So that all things will be used here also, because this chapter is not separate one, it is only in continuation. It is saying here also you have a term angles. So chapter name is triangles, where tri means 3, angles means we all know what is the angle. When we have two rays and then the opening of that is your angle. So this is the chapter triangles. Let's start this. First of all, let us define what is a triangle. Before that, we can say what is a polygon. First of all, before triangle we will start polygon. Polygons mean, in this poly means many, and this gon means sides. So when there are many sides, it is known as polygon, but there is a condition that it is a closed figure made of line segments. So you can take any closed figure that will be called as a polygon. Its examples are triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, and all. Because you know the triangle is containing 3 sides and it is a closed figure, and this quadrilateral is also a polygon because it is also made up of line segments, and these all are lines joining like this. So square, rectangle, everything will come in quadrilaterals only, because there are 4 sides, n equal to 4. Here n is equal to 3, that means there are 3 sides. In a pentagon we have 5 sides like this, n is equal to 5. So if you try to think, the first polygon is triangle only. Why? Because before that, if you take n is equal to 2, you cannot form a closed figure with 2 line segments. You need at least 3 line segments to form a figure. So in the concept of these polygons, the first polygon that we start with is a triangle. That is why first triangle came to you. Then after this you will have to study about quadrilaterals and pentagon in coming classes. Okay, now let's understand what is a triangle now. Triangle. Okay, triangle, you can write triangle is a polygon containing 3 sides. Now let us observe a normal triangle and understand what things does it have. Suppose you have a triangle like this. Let me call it A, B, C. Now we have 3 vertices in a triangle. So you will say vertex are capital A, capital B, and capital C. We always name the vertex as capital letters only. Apart from that, if you observe, you have 3 sides, this AC, this BC, and this AB. So sides of triangles are AB, BC, and CA. Sometimes you will find in your books there is a line like this. This line is just showing it is a line segment. Okay, if you put this line, it is good. If you don't put it, it is okay. Apart from this, there are 3 angles. Now as the name is triangles, we have to see the angles also. This is the first angle, second angle, and third angle. How should we name them? We should name as angle BAC angle BAC, that is this angle, angle ACB, angle ACB, and finally CBA, angle CBA. If you want to make it easy, you can say 1 to 3 also. In this case, these angles are not, okay, leave that part, we will discuss that later on. So you can say 1, 2 and 3. This way also you can name, or you can give alphabetical name also. You can say it is small a, this is small b, or something like that. XYZ also you can take, okay. Whatever makes easy for you, you can give name like that, but it should be on the figure also, so that teacher can understand that you have given a name to the angle, okay. So after this, we will try to discuss different types of triangles. Okay, one more thing is there. In a triangle, we also have done some questions in chapter number 4, that sum of 3 angles of a triangle, I take this symbol for triangle, you can write also, of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. If I call it X, if I call it Y, if I call it Z, I can say angle X plus angle Y plus angle Z is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now we will discuss different types of triangles. Types of triangles. You all have done these things in your previous classes. Just a recap. First, we will see on the basis of, there are two types, on the basis of, first we will see on the basis of angles, and second we will see on the basis of sides. On the basis of angles, we have acute angle triangle, then we have obtuse angle triangle. On the basis of sides, we have equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, and we have scalene triangle. Okay, so we will discuss about these. One more I forgot to write. Between this acute and obtuse, we have right angle also. So we have a right angle triangle. So we have 3 triangles on the basis of angles. So let me call it second. And we have 3 triangles on the basis of sides. So let us see one by one. First, acute angle triangle. A triangle in which all the angles are acute. Now you will think, what is acute angle? We have done already. Acute angles are the angles which are more than 0 degree and less than 90 degree. So you can say a figure like this. Suppose I draw like this. This angle is suppose your 40 degree. Then this is your 80 degree. 80 plus 40 is 120. So this will be how much? This will be 120 plus 60 is 80. 60 degree. So you can say in this triangle, the 3 angles ABC all are less than 90 degree. So they are acute angles, and this triangle is known as acute angle triangle. Second is right angle triangle. Okay, in this, if a triangle, this symbol is for triangle. Okay, if a triangle contains 1, right angle. What is the right angle? 90-degree angle. It is called right angle triangle. Okay, now let me draw the diagram for that also. So let me take this like this, this and this. This is your right angle triangle. Let me call this A, B, C. Okay, so this angle is given to us as right angle, so we can say it is a right angle triangle. So in this figure, angle B is 90 degree. You can check yourself. A triangle can maximum have one right angle. If you try to make other angle also right angle, the sum of those two becomes 180 degree, which is not possible because the third angle cannot be 0. So we can maximum have only one right angle in a triangle, because if you have two right angles, it will not become a triangle. How? Let me show you. Suppose in my case, angle B is 90 degree. It is like this. If you make C also 90 degree, what will happen? It will become like this. They will never meet each other. They will become parallel to each other. That is why we only have one right angle or only one obtuse angle also. Okay. Now let me rub this. So we can have three acute angles, one right angle and one obtuse angle possible in a triangle. So let me draw the third case. Okay, for your information, I should say one more thing. In a right angle triangle, the longest side is known as hypotenuse. Okay, and the best way to find the longest side is the side opposite to right angle. Okay, so in this case you can see right angle is angle vertex B, and opposite to vertex B we have line AC. So this is your hypotenuse in this case. Okay, to find this, hint is hypotenuse is the side opposite to right angle. Okay, wherever you find right angle, just make an arrow to the opposite side, and that side will be your longest side, known as hypotenuse. Okay, now the third type, that is obtuse angle triangle. I hope all of you have done these things before also. As the name suggests, in this one angle is obtuse, so you can draw any shape like this to show that this is a obtuse angle triangle. So if you take A, B, C, in this case this angle B is more than 90 degree, as you can observe. So you can write here also, if a triangle contains one of its angle more than 90 degree, or obtuse we can say, then the triangle is known as obtuse angle triangle. Okay, now that's it. Now we will see the second basis, which is on the basis of sides. We all have seen that already in previous classes. Just a recap, the fourth type of triangle is, yes, it is a equilateral triangle. As the name suggests, equi means equals and lateral means lines. So when we are using equal lines, so equi means equal, lateral means lines. When we are using equal lines to draw a triangle, that triangle is known as equilateral triangle. Let me draw the diagram. Suppose you take this triangle. Okay, in this case it is visible that all sides are equal. We can say, if all sides of a triangle are equal, we call such triangles as a equilateral triangle, and we use a single dash like this, single dash, single dash, single dash. This shows that these three sides are equal. Okay, these dashes are used to show that sides are equal. Now let me write. Okay, so the further properties, Suppose I call this angle as x, I call this angle as y, and this angle as z. In the case of equilateral triangle, as all sides are equal, so is the angles also. So we can say also all angles are equal. That means angle x is equal to angle y equal to angle z. And you would be glad to know that value of each angle is 60 degree. Now you will ask, sir, how you found this value that each angle is 60 degree? It is very easy. We have studied that sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree, and we have proved these angles are equal over here. So I can write this x as x only. I can write y as x and z also as x, because these three are equal in the case of equilateral triangle. And as these three are equal, we can add them. So it is 1x, second x, third x. So it becomes 3 times angle x is equal to 180 degree, which gives me angle x is equal to 180 upon 3. And finally I get value of each angle is equal to 60 degree. This is also a indication that it is a equilateral triangle. So whether they give you three sides equal or they give you three angles equal to 60 degree, you can say it is a equilateral triangle. That's it. Now fifth one is a isosceles triangle. In this, iso means also something that only, but in this case only two sides are equal. So let me draw the triangle. It will look like this. Yes, it will look like this, in which you have A, B, C. In this case, these two sides are only equal. Okay, you can see I have not put this dash mark on BC because only AB equal to AC. So in a triangle, if two sides are equal, it is known as isosceles triangle. You can write this on your own. And okay, one more indication. In this case, two sides are equal. So there is a property of isosceles triangle that angles opposite to equal sides are equal. So if you see, this side and this side are equal, and angle opposite to AC is angle this one B, and angle opposite to AB is this angle. So we can say angle B is equal to angle C. This is also a condition of isosceles triangle, because angles opposite to equal sides are equal in a triangle. Okay, in a triangle, if two sides are equal, you can say that the angles opposite to them are also equal. The last one, sixth, very easy, scalene triangle. You can say if in a triangle, if all sides are unequal, we call such triangle as scalene triangle. Let me draw a diagram for that. Something like that, A, B, C. You can see I am not putting any dash mark on anything because it is a scalene triangle. All sides are different. Okay, that's it. Now we will study about medians and altitudes. So second part, we have to study about medians and altitudes. Okay, altitudes are same as perpendiculars, and let us see one by one. First, let's see median. So median. In a triangle, what is a median? Do you have any idea what is a median in a triangle? Let me draw the figure first and tell you. Suppose this is a triangle in front of us, triangle A, B, C. if I am able to find the midpoint of side BC, suppose this is the midpoint of BC. We all know what is the midpoint. Midpoint is that point which divides the two parts equally. That means BD equal to DC. If I join this midpoint with opposite vertex, so if we join midpoint of one side with the opposite vertex, the line formed is known as a median. So this AD is a median. So median of a triangle is the line segment which joins the midpoint of one side to its opposite vertex. I hope you are able to understand this. Similarly, we can have two more medians because there are three sides, so there are three medians possible. You can say, suppose this point, let me draw another diagram, or suppose the same triangle, we had midpoint of side AC, okay, ABC. We had seen D is a midpoint. Similarly, if E is midpoint of side AC, we can say BE is also a median. And if we have midpoint of side AB as F, we can say CF is the median. It is very simple. So the line segment joining the midpoint of one side to its opposite vertex is known as median. Okay, so we have three medians. So here the median is AD, here the median is PE, and here the median is CF. I could have drawn these three in a single diagram also, but to make it easy for you to understand, I have drawn three different diagrams. Okay, the next topic is altitude. Altitude is a line from a vertex to a side which is at a right angle. Okay, let me draw the figure first. Okay, you can draw a figure like this. So this is a triangle ABC. Altitude also resemble the word height. Altitude or height, we can say, because whenever we want to find height of a person or an object, we always make it stand perpendicular. You must have seen whenever you are taking your height also, at that time doctors say to stand straight at a perpendicular to the surface. Okay, so let us see what is the perpendicular. So whenever you draw a perpendicular from a vertex to its opposite side like this at 90 degree, this AD is known as altitude. Okay, so altitude is a perpendicular drawn from vertex to opposite side. I will come here to opposite side. Okay, so as the case of medians, we can have three altitudes in this figure also. So when we are drawing from A to D a perpendicular, it is AD. When we draw from B to this will also be a perpendicular, let me call it BE, and similarly we can have third perpendicular CF. This 90 degree is an indication that it is standing at an angle of 90 degree. Okay, so if you draw like this, this is not a perpendicular, this is not a perpendicular, but this is a perpendicular. So this is the altitude. Okay, only the line which is perpendicular to the surface is a altitude. Okay, now one more thing, normally we have altitudes inside the triangle only, but in the case of obtuse angle triangle like this, in this case, if you want to draw perpendicular from point A to BC, you can see there is no possibility, because whenever you try to draw perpendicular, it will always come slanting. You will never have a possibility of drawing a perpendicular on BC from A. So in this case, what we do is we extend the line with dotted lines like this. After extending, we draw the perpendicular, and this is the perpendicular in this case. Okay, so altitudes can come outside the triangle also. Okay, but medians are always inside the triangle. Altitudes can also be outside the triangles. Now I request you to read the first 3 pages of the chapter so that the things are more clear to you. Okay, thank you.